Choirmaster Gareth Malone believes that singing can change the toughest of lives.
I know that music can bring people together under really extraordinary circumstances.
He's come to a base in Devon to form a choir of military wives while their husbands are away fighting in Afghanistan.
Words can't explain how much I just want him to come home.
This is real, it's not play, it's not Action Man here, this is real stuff.
It's testing what a choir is for and really testing it to the limit.
In just 6 weeks, he's had them singing to the local town. Now Gareth wants to expand his choir.
Wow, it's a good turnout. Hi.
I've been in a couple of rock bands.
Rock band. Were you happy?
You do all feel a little bit deflated.
I just ballsed it up.
And to take them to the heart of the military establishment.
I want to run away, I just want to run away.
This is like no other gig I have ever done. Gig is the wrong word. This is a ceremony. May I say that you are the most beautiful choir in the UK at this time.
Gareth Malone and the Military Wives Choir.
They needed a voice, and this is about giving them that voice right now in front of these guys.
It's April. Gareth's Military Wives Choir is now 6 weeks old. The women's husbands have been away for nearly 2 months. Gareth's arranged for his choir to come to a theatre in Ilfracombe in Devon to record a song to be played to the troops on British Forces radio.
This is a chance for them to sing to their men in Afghanistan. They're very excited, they want to do it, but I think when we get into those songs and they know that it's going to be heard in Afghanistan, it's quite a powerful thing.
It'll be the first time many of the husbands will have heard their wives sing.
I think all of us are choking up and trying to hold back the tears. You're knowing your husband at the other end is going to be listening, and hopefully all the husbands are proud of us at what we've achieved in such a short space of time.
My son's deployed to Afghanistan last night. I'm a bit of an emotional wreck, so, but no, it's good to have all the girls and keep each other going.
You are sending a message of support and love, and you're sending it through that. So it has to show in your faces, because if it shows in your faces, it will show in the sound. You've got to wear your heart on your sleeves, and you're not used to doing that. Think of it as catharsis. Yeah, this is about let it all out in this next take. Good. Well done, that's the one. I think some of them found that incredibly difficult and incredibly emotional, standing there knowing that they were singing to their husbands at this really difficult time. Very, very, very emotional.
I wish we could see the lads' reactions out there as well, because they're going to find it amazing.
For me, singing with the girls is singing for all wives. It's not about, it's not just about us, it's about all wives who have been through this, who are going through this, and who will go through this. And it's really emotional.
I think this is having exactly the right effect, and that the women are singing really well and they're being brought together, which is what really counts. I think this is something that could easily spread to other bases. It's gone so well here, and in a really short space of time, the women are singing well and getting so much out of it. I would like this to go further. I want to go to other bases.
Gareth's had an invitation to take his choir to a nearby military base at Plymouth. But before he arrives, news comes through from Afghanistan.
Colleagues of a Royal Marine based in Plymouth have paid tribute to him after he was killed in southern Afghanistan this morning.
Plymouth-based Royal Marine has been killed in Afghanistan. The Marine from 4-2
Royal
Commando.
Marines from 4-2 Commando based at Bickley near Plymouth have been killed by a bomb in Afghanistan. The men died in an explosion in...
For choir member Suzy, the recent deaths from Plymouth have hit close to home. Her 21-year-old son Ross has recently deployed and serves with the same unit.
You know, I hate the thought of my lad
seeing something like that. My heart breaks for them. My heart breaks for the families. You wake up thinking of them, you go to bed thinking of them. I think as a mother you want to protect your children, and I think the thought of your child going to war and putting his life potentially on the line is something as a mother you have no control over. I've gradually become more and more emotional over each tour. You just hate the thought of something happened to a loved one, and I think that's what makes it so hard.
Gareth's got to decide if it's still the right time to go to Plymouth. He calls a meeting with the Chivenor Choir.
This is not a position I've ever been in before, so this is very new territory for me. And I would love to go to Plymouth. It's an accident of timing that everything happened this weekend. Music can't solve the problem, but I kind of have a hunch that it might be something really beneficial. I'd like to know what you think about it, really. Suzy?
At the moment, they need all the support they can get. They need something to focus on. You know, I'd be lost without it. This is my distraction. It keeps me going in a way. And they're having a pretty rough time. And I can't describe to you how hard it is on a personal level. It's heartbreaking.
The potential for upsetting people who are already incredibly upset, going into a very sensitive situation with something as ridiculous and as crass as singing in a choir. I think it's testing what a choir is for and really testing it to the limit. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Despite some reservations, Gareth decides to go to Plymouth. He takes a small group from his Chivenor choir to encourage new members to join.
I love how you're all suddenly doing a sort of posh face. Ladies of the Chivenor choir, we are going to a place just outside Plymouth, which is where a lot of the women live. So we're going to go and flyer all their houses and try and drum up some support for this evening.
Plymouth is the biggest military city in the southwest. Nearly 2,000 military families are based here.
There we go. OK, ladies, make this happen.
It's home to the wives and loved ones of some 1,300 soldiers and Marines, most of whom are currently serving on the front line in Afghanistan.
It's about having fun, letting your hair down, doing something you haven't done before.
My husband's been out nearly 11 weeks. I've been stressing out, the kids are stressed out, and it's just no good for anybody.
You need something for you.
Yeah.
What you need is a choir.
But a sister act.
Yeah. It's sister act.
Thank you very much.
See you
later on.
Michelle, the wife of a Marine, is just the kind of woman Gareth hopes will turn up to tonight's singing session.
Because I've got a cat's voice, I'm terrible. But I'll go along. Being there the first night could be really, really good fun.
Michelle's husband Phil is part of 42 Commando Royal Marines, which has suffered several fatalities in the last month.
Phil was down by the Kandahar section. He's down there at the moment, so I'm hoping they haven't seen much action. I'm hoping they haven't, but I know, like I say, the L Company and J Company, they've been very busy, shall we say. There is massive injuries, already been quite a few fatalities, which is horrific, absolutely horrific. This is real, it's not play, it's not Action Man here, this is real stuff. At the end of the day, somebody on every single tour so far is got killed.
Perched on the edge of Plymouth Hoe is the Royal Citadel. The 17th century building is now an army base for 350 Royal Artillery soldiers. It'll also be the home for Gareth's choir. He's arranged for potential new members to meet in the Sergeant's Mess for this evening's impromptu singing session.
Great, this is where we're rehearsing. Come on over. I think they're going to be here fairly soon. So what would be fantastic is if we could sing to them first. I think it'd be really good, and I think it'll inspire them. They're going to be much more nervous than you are.
Now that we're here in Plymouth, I'm really, really nervous.
There's only a small number of us, so singing with such a little number, we haven't done that before. So I'm just really hoping we sound good.
Hello, come on in, come on in. Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello, what's your name?
Heather.
Any singing experience?
Yeah, I was in school choir.
School choir. Husband?
Marine.
Marine. And what's your husband do?
More Marines. Hi.
Hi.
Laura.
Oh, it's a good turnout. Hi.
Been in a couple of rock bands.
Rock band. I love it. I think you're our first rock singer. What does your husband do?
He's a submariner.
Submariner. Go on through. Hi. Of course, yeah. Ladies, it's really, really good to see so many of you here tonight. We're all very, very aware that we come at quite a sensitive time, and so we just wanted to acknowledge that, and we're really aware of that. We've come with some fun and just to share our voices, share our singing with you, and hopefully inspire you and give you something to focus on during what I know is a very, very difficult time. Suzy, please.
Hi, I'm Suzy. I moved to Chivenor about 7 months ago. I knew nobody, and then the flyers came through for the choir. I wasn't going to do it originally. Best thing I've ever done. Don't regret it for a minute. I'm happy, I'm smiling, which is hard to do at times like this. And it's getting us all through a very tough time. I'm shaking. Am I visibly shaking? But yeah, I highly recommended it, and just get stuck in and enjoy it for everything it is, because it's fabulous.
So I only know I never want to let you go, 'cause you started something, oh can't you see, that ever since we met you've got a hold on me. It happens to be true, I only want to be with you.
Well done. Very good. Now it's your turn. Just sing it slightly slowly, the tune at the beginning, all together now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't
know what it is that makes me love you so.
I only know
I never want to let you go.
Stop. At this point, things get more complicated. 'Cause you started something, oh can't you see? Can you sing that for me? 3, 4. 'Cause you
started something, oh can't you see?
Right. 2, 3, and
you stopped and smiled at me as we went here to dance.
Lighter. You stopped and smiled. A bit more innocent. It's a bit. You stopped. And you went to Afghanistan. It's all you stopped and very innocent. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only know I never want to let you go. 'Cause you started something, oh can't you see? And ever since we met you've got a hold on me. It happens to be true. I only want to be with you.
Round of applause. Really well done. It feels to me that singing is such a necessary thing. I've just had a daughter, and we sing with her all the time, and she absolutely lights up. Not just because she's a genius, but because she loves singing, and it's such a human thing to do. I thought, actually, that was extremely good for a first start, so I'm going to have to notch up the difficulty level a few steps for next time. But class dismissed. Thank you.
I was able to forget the complications in my life and just come here and have a good night, and I feel I'm doing something for myself.
Bit nervy, but I gotta say, for a bunch of Royal Marines wives, we did quite well actually, but then we would do, wouldn't we?
I am actually quite scared about how good they are. They're actually really amazing, and that's a little bit intimidating.
Brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant, really exciting, and I just felt like something was really happening. I was really worried about coming here and singing with them, and I didn't want to stir up emotion at this really difficult time. You know it's difficult for those women especially whose husbands are out in action at the moment and are suffering fatalities. Really feel for them, and it's just really, it's lovely to be able to do something like that just takes them out of it for 10 minutes, just makes them think about something else.
Back at Chivenor, Gareth catches up with some of the choir after their trip to Plymouth.
Hello. How's Hayley? Hi, how are you? I'm glad we went to Plymouth. I thought it was really good. Were you happy?
We do all feel a little bit deflated. When we all did the mixture of singing, I felt... I sat down.